Okay, so we're gonna do this in one take. I don't want to do any editing here. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to explain what it is that we're actually doing.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Is this the beginning? Have we begun?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Edgar.
Hello. My name is Bryce.
And we are
Salle Pierre Lamy.
And what are we gonna do today?
Okay, so we are talking about future things, right?
We're gonna be making our predictions for 2031.
Okay. But why? Why there? And also why, man? Why are we predicting?
Oh, just Nosferatu.
Okay.
That's a thing we do now.
Is it?
We make predictions. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I am a conduit for some sort of holy being.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that not it?
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So predict away, man.
Okay. Well, my first prediction for 2031.
Sorry, man. Why 2031?
You just asked me. Oh,
it
why
doesn't.
Specifically 2031?
Sure.
Because it's a seminal year of the future. It's like a point where timelines cross over.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Okay. Predict.
It
Go.
has a significance on a quantum level. Astrological significance, astronomical significance.
Yeah, probably that one. Astrological.
Which one's the one that's bunk?
Astrology.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's the one that we're doing. The one that's bunk.
We're gonna get a Professor Brian Cox. He's gonna come and help us talk about.
Call us fucking idiots.
Okay.
He'll be right. Oh, incidentally, we're drinking this beer.
It is a Ladris. Aladdin's?
Aladis Eris Porteris.
Whatever it is, it's pretty great.
Well, I haven't tasted it yet. Hang on. Holy moly. It's
It's pretty great, right?
It's pretty powerful stuff. Did you taste it?
Give me a minute.
It's like beer with treacle in it and a spot of like gravy. And maybe a tiny bit of earwax.
Yeah, but it's like the most delicious earwax that you've ever had.
It's like soul wax.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first prediction for 2031
Okay.
is Dr. Google.
So you are ill and you want to know what's wrong with you, so you ask Google.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a Dr. Google, which is perhaps it'll start online, and you can just like tell it your symptoms, and maybe it can look at you with its camera eyes.
Is there not a thing like that now?
Sure, but there's more.
Okay.
And then there'll be some sort of USB port where you can plug in some blood, and it can do a blood test.
Okay.
Or it can do a poo test, or it can do a wiener test, that sort of thing.
Wiener.
Yeah, it can test your wiener.
Okay. For what?
Density.
For abnormalities.
For abnormalities.
For diseases.
Yeah, girth.
But you can probably just use a ruler for that. I would imagine rulers will still be around in 2031.
No. There'll be no rulers. Everything will be digital. You can have some sort of digital calipers to put on it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, or maybe like one of those lasers that a builder might use to measure your house. You can measure it with that.
Or your wang.
Or your wang, sure.
Okay, so Dr. Google, is this going to be like a robot interface? Or...
Well, I think there'll be like a browser-based version.
Yeah.
And a USB dongle that goes along with it to do the physical tests. But also, I think there'll be like an Omnibot, so you could go to the doctors, and there'll be like a fleet of Dr. Googles. They're like like an R2-D2.
Oh, okay. So what? This is all online, or do you mean that they will like drone out to your house?
Well, I was thinking you could go to them, but sure, I guess they could.
Come on, it's 2031, man.
Okay, so they drive to your house like an autonomous Johnny Cab car thing.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking more like flying drones.
Will it be flying by then?
What, drones? Yeah, like drones are around nowadays, aren't they? Are they not going to be using them to deliver pizzas and Amazon stuff? So a drone bot can come to your house?
No, it's gonna drive.
Okay.
It's old school.
But it's all going to be self-driving, obviously.
Sure, yeah, there's no, like, pilot other than Dr. Google himself. And he's a pretty good driver.
Or herself.
Or herself! It's no, it's a man, because he's a doctor. Everyone knows a man is a doctor, and a woman is a nurse, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay. And it's going to be
That's
definitely...
a joke, I'm only joking.
And it's still definitely going to be that stereotyped in the future.
Sure, so the Dr. Google will be a blue one, and there can be Nurse Googleatrix.
The Googleatrix.
Sure, and that's the pink one.
And that's the pink one,
and
of
it's
course.
smaller, and it's got a bow in its hair.
Yeah, and
eyelashes just around one camera lens in the middle.
Okay, I really like the idea of plugging in your wang. No, your USB
Sure.
with your blood or your mucus in it.
Sure.
That's really cool. And so it analyzes it and breaks the news that you have some sort of disease.
Yeah, it's a wang disease. Okay,
Wang.
so the next thing on my list
Yep.
I got a full body transplant.
Full body. Okay. So is this the same as a full head transplant?
It's the same, but it's the correct way to term it.
Yeah. Why is it not going to be a head transplant?
Do you know?
No.
Do you not?
Why it's not going to be called a head transplant?
Because you live in your head.
So that's why the people would prefer the term body
Well,
transplant, right?
that's why it's the correct term.
Okay.
It's because, like, if I chopped your head off, well, you're just head. If I chopped your arm off, then
I'm just looking there.
would be a full arm transplant.
There it is.
Yeah. So if you chopped a human's head off
Okay.
and put it on another body, then you would have a new body, not a new head.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because you live in your head. That's where
I
your
do.
brain is.
It is. And there you go. It's in there somewhere. I share it with my good friend Corbett.
Sure. It's right in there. Burrowed deep inside.
Okay. So to make this possible, do you think by 2031 this is going to be like quite a regular thing? Oh no, I've been in an accident. I've broken my spine and my leg and my heart. I need a new one. I'll just go and get a new body.
Sure.
And
well,
is it going to be that easy?
I think it'll still be fairly expensive. I
Yeah.
also think maybe it's your body again instead of a donor body. Maybe by this point we've cloned your body.
Oh, okay.
So if we can get your DNA.
Yep.
So I'm going to extract your DNA using
Yeah,
Dr. Google.
Dr. Google, yeah.
And then we're going to copy your DNA. And we're going to remove the portion of the DNA which has got the instructions for how to grow your head.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? And then we're going to grow your body again in a bath full of goo.
So
Bath
you can
full
grow
of
it,
gunge.
or 3D printed. This is a thing that
Sure.
we could probably talk about as well.
Yeah, we could 3D print
Yep.
it. Can we do it in a bath full of gunge?
Well, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And then the table with my new body on it sort of like rises up nice and slowly out of the gunge.
Out of the gunge.
And I've got like a nudie, naked, slimy body.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Sexy.
Okay, so body transplant. So that just means a full new body,
A full nude body.
nude and new. But obviously the biggest problem is reattaching all of the spine, right?
Yeah, the nerves and the spine. So that Frenchman did that thing with the nerves, right?
When was this? You mean like back in the 60s and 70s?
No, like a year ago.
Oh, yes, with
A
the
dog
spine.
bit a man's
sure.
arm off. And it got reattached and he sewed his nerve back together.
Yeah,
Is that right?
sure. Well, there's another guy who was... this is the guy who could walk again, right? Through his spine, right?
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, they reattached some of his spine because it hadn't gone totally...
Oh, it was a
all the way
stabbing
through.
accident.
Yeah, there was like 70% of his spine was severed, and then they grew a new bit, and now he can totally walk again. It's amazing. So yeah, so to get this done in the future, yeah, I would imagine this is going to be fairly simple, as they're basically doing it now.
Yeah, and it's got all the right fittings if you've got your own body. You need to make sure you've got like the right connectors to go to it. If it's perhaps if you were going to like if I was going from me, for example, to like a small Chinese lady's body, it might not fit so well. I'm sure it'd fit reasonably well.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah. Would you keep the boobs?
Just one boob, maybe.
Well, oh, okay. So yeah, okay. So there we go. Body transplants.
Yeah, full body transplant.
Probably a thing. Easy.
Self-driving electric cars. Certainty. Dead certain.
Yeah, definitely. So, who is going to be leading the charge, the electric charge? Google or Tesla?
Google, Tesla, Apple. Apple are doing the thing.
Yeah. Skoda.
Mercedes. They're doing a thing.
Are they?
Sure?
Jaguar. I think Jaguar are doing something. Probably.
There's a new Mercedes one that I saw. So like if 2031,
yep.
It'll be done and be normal. But how long till it's a thing that is a consumer product? When can you buy one? Well, not you. So when can a rich man buy one?
Way before 2031.
Sure.
So a self-driving, fully electric car. Okay.
And there's the ones that you can get now will drive on the motorway, change lane at a button press, keep far enough away.
Would you even have to bother pressing the button? Could it not just do it for you?
Well, today you need to press the button.
Okay. No, I just want to get in a car and it just drives it for me.
Yeah, I know, man.
Oh, also that Mercedes.
What I'm saying is that exists now.
Yeah. I just realised the Mercedes one.
Sure.
I know which one you're talking about. The doors. Where are you going?
This is my radar tracking to keep me an appropriate distance away from you.
Oh, I see. I like it. Okay. So the your radar's too slow. It's too slow. We're gonna crash if you're not quick enough. Hey man! We crashed. That's it. We're dead. Your self-driving car is it's no good, man. It's crap.
You want it to be better than that, though.
Yeah, the Mercedes one. I think I remember. It's like a big limo thing. The doors open backwards on themselves.
Oh, like suicide doors? Is that what they're called?
That's right. And you can sort of sit there and have a meeting. I think that's the plan, isn't it?
Or a lap dance.
A disco.
A disco, yeah. A game of TIG.
You could play some board games or computer games.
Arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Sexy wrestling.
Mud wrestling.
Some sort of a juggling game.
Yeah. It's not going to be very tall, the car, though.
No, I guess not.
No.
Sunroof?
What? You have to throw it in and out of the sunroof?
Sure.
Well, that's pretty good. Maybe the car that's following is the other electric car, and you've got to throw it up and out of the sunroof and make it land.
You could have a whole chain of them.
Through the sunroof. There you go, yeah. But
what are we talking about, man?
That's a long way away. Self-driving electric cars.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely, definitely going to be a thing.
Sure.
Probably within 10 years.
I'm saying 6 years.
Okay, I see your 6 years, but I raise you another 2 years. So
8
years.
Okay. Human. Next thing. Human on Mars.
Oh.
2031. Is that what they say? Is that what NASA said?
Okay, so...
I think they said 2030, right?
Sure. You mean man and woman?
Sure, yes.
On Mars, or you mean a trip to Mars? Do you mean like living on Mars in like a tent?
I meant a footprint on Mars.
Okay, so...
but I think I'm probably wrong, aren't I?
So like the moon?
Sure.
Or, see, I think they might be thinking people living there or staying there for an extended amount of time.
Well, this one's quite an easy one because you can just look at the things that NASA are planning to do. And if they haven't planned to do it, won't it happen?
I guess. But if it might not be NASA, maybe it will be the privatization of like a Mars mission. You know, SpaceX. They're thinking of doing that, right? And isn't there supposed to be like a Big Brother?
Mars One.
Yeah.
That's that Big Brother on Mars, sure. But they needed to raise...
No is the answer, man. It's not by 2031.
They needed to raise like $30 billion, I think it was.
Oh, that's fine. You can
send,
raise that
like,
by 2031.
15 people to Mars.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
And they did like a Kickstarter or something. And I think they raised like quite a lot, like $2 million or something. So roughly, I'm going to round it up. Roughly, they need $3 billion. They need all of it. They still need all of it. Did I say 3 or 30?
Sure, 30.
33. It doesn't matter. It's not going to happen.
It wasn't enough, basically. No, I think
I take it back. I think I retract my statement.
No, I think by 2031, NASA will have had a mission to Mars with like a team of like 8 people or something like that. Around
Mars or onto Mars?
No, I think around, and also a bit like the Moon mission of '69. You're going to have some people living in a thing on the top.
Michael Collins.
Sure, and then you've got a team of 4 or 5 on putting in the footprints and
Buzz Lightyear
and doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and Tim Allen or something.
Tim Allen.
Yeah. They'll certainly have gone around it. I'm not sure if they'll stand on it. Okay, so who will they be? Who are we going to choose? Let's cast it right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say 4 people.
Okay.
And we're going to let's do it all equal opportunities. So we need a good equality and diversity. Go, Bryce.
Okay, 2031. Okay, so
we need.
They're going to be around 12 to 18 years old now.
Oh, okay.
I reckon. So, I think one of them's going to be an actor.
Well, I think they're all going to be actors, or maybe musicians.
Really? Okay.
Well, I don't know any other 13-year-olds.
Okay. I don't know any kid actors, man.
Well, I was thinking of
Justin Bieber.
Well, I was thinking of like
Britney
Spears, or Home Alone.
This would have been a good conversation to have 15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago when Home Alone was 10 years old.
Okay.
Who's it?
I don't know. I don't know who's a. I don't know. Maybe some kid off like a Disney Channel or something like that. So like a Hannah Montana.
Sure. Isn't Hannah Montana Miley Cyrus?
Sure. Yeah. Let's send her. That's fine.
Okay. So
one-way mission.
Number 1. Miley Cyrus is number 1.
Okay.
Okay. So the next one, I'm gonna go as diverse as I can.
Sure.
I'm gonna say we're gonna send a Chinese guy in a wheelchair. Okay. A Chinese guy in a wheelchair. A black Chinese guy in a wheelchair.
That's pretty diverse.
Sure.
No. It's got to be a woman.
Oh, a black Chinese girl.
Girl
in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Not Chinese. But Will Smith's kid.
JD Pinky?
Sure.
Is that what it's called?
That guy.
Okay. Okay, so we've got 1 space left. So I'm going to send for full equality and diversity. I'm going to say we're going to send Lily Savage. How's that?
That's pretty great. I like it.
Okay, and that's our crew. Okay. How do you think they'll fare?
Really, really badly.
Do they have to fly, or can Dr. Google fly?
No. I think it will be all fully automated.
Okay.
They just have to sit there and enjoy the 9-month ride or whatever.
What games will they play?
Oh, Boggle.
Boggle, yeah. Who will win at Boggle out of those people?
Miley Cyrus. She's quite boggling.
Yeah, bogging.
I'm bogging. Yeah. I don't know, man. maybe this could be one of the things. One of the things I was thinking about for the future is the future of games and how you would play these things.
Future controllers.
Sure. So basically, no touching involved, all in your mind, or with like facial gestures or hand waving gestures. Yeah, like that.
That's jump.
Okay. Which is shoot. That's pretty good.
That's shoot.
Okay. What else? Crouch could be but that's sort of just like crouching.
What about block?
Oh, block.
I think this is block.
Okay. Well, just like this. No. Block.
No.
No. There you go.
No. Okay.
No.
What's the next thing? Oh, okay. This is quite a good one. I've got 3 options here.
Okay. I better have a drink.
Okay. Woman president. Or
Nope.
Arnie president.
Maybe a bit too old.
Or President AI.
That sounds pretty great.
Oops.
I'm just spilling the beer. Hold on.
So which is the most likely of those 3?
Well, I suppose realistically, the Arnie one, but then the woman, and then the clever computer. Do you think the clever computer, like the AI, will be self-appointed? Because
Sure.
we've got to a point where, it's just the computer's cleverer than us.
I think
and
it would be
takes over.
unconstitutional for the American people to elect a robot.
Yeah. So it's going to be AI that sort of takes over the
Yeah,
planet.
it's not going to be an elected leader. It's going to be a... What is it? President? Can you be a non-elected president? What about...
Sure.
Like Jim Kong 2. What's he?
I don't know. I don't know.
And the monarch.
Monarch. Okay. I think in some like terrible places on the planet, I think there are some self-appointed presidents.
Yeah.
Would you not say? Like in bad places.
What about Saddam Hussein? What was he?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
He's
say
nothing anymore.
Let's say boss.
Boss. Okay.
So you think Arnie? Out of those 3, the most likely is Arnie.
Well, 2031. So what are we talking about now?
How old is he now?
He's like 65 or something. 70. He's going to be pretty old.
He'll be like,
He'll be pushing
85.
his 80s.
But how old?
That might be too old.
Who is the president now?
Barack Obama.
Oh,
So-
he's not so old.
So I guess
What
he's
about
in
the
his
other one?
50s, 40s.
How old was the
The stupid
Bush?
one.
The stupid Bush.
Probably like 50s.
He looked pretty old though.
Yeah.
What about Clinton? How old was he? He didn't look so old.
No, like 15, 16.
I don't know who was before Bill Clinton. Thatcher? Is that right?
Yeah, and I think she was always 200 years old.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Arnie. Probably not, man. I was only joking.
I don't think he's allowed to be president.
No, because he's been governor.
No, because he's a foreign man.
Yeah, but
and
he's
America
also been
is
governor.
inherently racist.
Well, how is he allowed to be a governor? No, I know, but like, how was he allowed to be governor all those years ago?
Well, it's different rules. It's a different job. He's allowed to be a plumber.
Okay. How would he
Plumb?
fix? How would he fix a like a water leak? Do you think he would just tie a
Just
knot?
squeeze the pipe.
He'd just squeeze
Just
it or
squeeze
tie
it.
it into a metal nut.
Sure. Just
Sure.
get his fist and like push it down the pipe, and it'd go like a big bulge down the pipe. You grab hold of the blockage and pull it out.
Oh, I thought you were going to say grab hold of the water.
Grab hold of the water and pull it right out.
And there you go. So Arnie is not going to be president, but he's going to be a plumber. Is this what we're saying in
Sure.
2031?
He's gonna be Mario.
Okay.
Uh,
Here, let me back. Go.
Lab meat.
Ah, yes, delicious lab meat. Okay, so
So this isn't like lab meat is a thing that you can get today if you were a
well,
scientist.
I wouldn't say it's something. Yeah, it's something that has been done.
Sure.
Didn't it cost like £40,000 or something?
I
like
think
that?
it was like £7,000.
No, I think 40 sounds
Okay,
better.
20.
Okay, 25.
22?
23 and a half?
No, 20.
No, let's do 23. 25, thanks. Okay.
Or what?
That's an expensive burger.
Uh,
Okay, so lab meat. I don't know, man. I don't think lab meat is going to be that big. I think that we're going to be eating other things.
such as?
Well, probably bugs. I think that.
Oh,
might
that's
be
the next thing.
Is it?
Eat bugs. That's the next
Oh,
thing
okay.
on my list.
Okay, well, we'll do 2 in 1.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. I think people will be too freaked out about lab-grown meat. But then again, I don't know. Maybe people will be even more too grossed out about bugs.
But if we're gonna do the cloned bodies that we mentioned before,
Yeah.
then like
We're not going to eat those, though, man.
But
We're
there'll
not
be
gonna eat those.
loads of spare meat. Like, who has like a butt transplant?
The sexy, rich celebrities.
Britney Spears again? A black Chinese girl in a wheelchair?
Yeah, because yeah. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe lab meat will become more of a thing.
I don't know. Maybe it just won't catch on. Like vaping. I don't think vaping will be a thing in 2031.
Vaping. That's the electronic smoking, right?
That's where like a guy gets a sonic screwdriver and sucks smoke out of it.
Yeah. Vaping. Yeah.
I don't think that
It's
will
such
be
a mad term.
I think the guys who made Hackers will be furious that they didn't think of that. That would if all the characters in Hackers were vaping all the time,
Yeah.
then that would make perfect sense, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Fisher Stevens and Penn Jillette, both in Hackers.
True. Yeah.
A woman, a sexy woman.
Yes, a sexy woman was in that film too.
Who was
Angelina Jolie.
Sure,
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
And
The guy who played Scooby Doo. No, Scooby.
sure,
that dude.
Yeah, that dude. I know who you mean.
Anyway, they weren't
Like a
smoking.
scaly
They were
dude.
just smoking normals.
Sure.
Maybe in the future, it won't be vaping. It will be more like the Fifth Element, where the cigarette is made up of like 90% filter.
Sure.
Do you remember those, man?
Yeah, sure. What about the drugs from RoboCop 2, where you just like snap the bottle and stab it straight into your neck? Just the broken shards straight into your neck.
Yeah. No, I don't imagine that being a thing. What were we talking about? Meat. We were talking about meat. Yeah. By 2031, how many people are going to be on the planet? Like 8 billion or something, man? 9 billion?
I think it's 8 billion now, isn't it?
10 billion?
Let's
Let's say 10.
How long? 16 years.
Well, by
10
2050,
billion.
I think they reckon it's going to be like 12 or something. So let's say 10.
10 then, sure. That's quite a few.
So to try and feed that amount of people, like the normal meat that we get nowadays, I don't think it's going to be that sustainable, right?
No, it's not now.
No. So maybe lab meat is going to be a thing, or
Sure.
maybe everyone's just going to be vegetarian, and only the rich people will eat meat.
Yeah, or just a buggist. Like you
The
said.
buggist. Eat bugs.
Eating the bugs.
Right, yeah. So bugs, like if they were prepared to make it look like burgers, most people would probably eat them, right?
Just tie lots of worms together.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't look like a bug, most people will probably eat it.
I think you're probably right. If you got like a thing that you can buy now, you can buy a locust powder.
Like a powder, yeah. So like
Sure.
a protein powder.
So you could just get like an egg and mix in that and bake that and
Yep.
eat it.
Eat it and just eat it. Okay. Yeah. That's a good way of getting protein, I suppose.
Sure.
Okay, so not sure about the lab-grown meat.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna have another drink.
Okay. Should we open another one?
Yes, we should.
Dead air.
I was just thinking that. I was thinking this is fun to watch whilst we're both off screen drinking. So
should we introduce the next thing?
yeah, what are we talking about?
I've written normal people won't have a computer. Talk about that for a bit.
Oh, okay. So when you say normal, you mean like normal households?
Yeah, I mean like not a nerd.
Okay, so they won't have computers. That's because they'll be what?
Is that cup empty, man?
It's not. I can finish it though whilst
Okay.
you talk about it. So what do you mean they won't have computers?
Well, I think a normal person won't have like a computer, like per se.
Was that quotation marks?
No, it was like a box,
Oh, I see.
like
Okay.
a computer.
Right. So what? They will just do everything off like a phone?
Well, they'll have a phone that's a computer. They'll have a TV that's a computer. They'll have like their fridge will be plugged into the internet.
Yeah, well, you can get those now.
Sure.
So, but if people don't have a computer, do you not think people will want like a bigger screen? They can't just use their phone all the time.
No, well, they'll have a TV.
Yeah, but they'll
Which
be
will
watching.
be able to
they'll
go
be
on the
watching.
internet.
Yeah, but well, you have TVs like that now, though.
Yeah,
And I don't imagine. I would imagine 80% of people who have an internet TV don't go on the internet with their TV.
No, they go on the internet with a computer or their phone,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
but they won't.
So you mean one day when computers aren't made anymore?
Well, you'll still
people
be able to
have
get a
to
computer
use
if you
their
were like
TVs.
a massive nerd.
Okay.
But like you'll be able to do everything that a normal person wants to do just through the TV, and it'll be easier to do that.
Hey, man. Ah, your tracking's broken. Still broken. Okay, carry on.
Trekking's touchy. See a reference to an anti-piracy video.
Piracy? Do you think that's going to be big in 2031?
Ooh. Well, what will you pirate? What's the top 5 pirated things? Go.
Okay, music.
Music, sure.
Movies.
Will music be pirated in 2031?
Yes.
Yes.
Because music will still exist. And people will still want to buy it, but they won't want to buy it, they'll just have it. Movies will still be a thing.
Sure.
Porn.
Sure. I guess that's movies.
Yeah, sure. What else? Books and reading stuff.
Sure. What about like a hat? What about a thing?
Oh, I
Or
see.
like
I see where you're gonna go. So, you mean like
a gearbox? Can you pirate a gearbox?
a gearbox?
Sure.
What do you mean, man?
It's like what you use. It's
Like
your transmission in your motor vehicle.
Oh, a gearbox.
Sure.
I see. Well, maybe I think you
I
could
guess they
download.
pirate those now. You get a
you-
fake one.
Yeah, but you could that. But that's stealing. It's not called pirating. I think pirating means more like the digital stuff. So, in 2031, you could pirate the stuff for. What are you doing? You having a drink? Digital like information. So, when you want to 3D print something, and you don't want to buy the plans for that,
Sure.
you just pirate it.
What file is it?
What file?
Yeah.
What, a 3D print?
Yeah.
It's like an OBJ? Is that right?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I think that's a thing.
Yeah.
Sure. But it might not be by the future.
So what? Well, I haven't got 3D printing on my list.
Well, that's ridiculous. Of course 3D printing is going to be a thing.
Will we have one?
Yeah.
Will a non-nerd have one?
Yeah, sure. They're going to be in everyone's
So you won't
houses.
just have like one good one in Asda, and you can just go and print something out. Everyone will have like quite a shit one.
I think so, yeah. Everyone will have one in their modern houses.
Uh-huh.
And you can download anything you want, I would say, including food. Maybe this is going to be another thing. You
Sure.
can like print food. So that's a bit like doing the burgers, but sort of like foodie starch.
So if you're making a burger, what's your ink for meat?
oh,
blood? Is blood meat ink? Is that right? Is blood meat ink?
Maybe. Sounds delicious. Yeah,
You can have
like,
synthetic blood now, though, right?
yeah, of course you can. It's not very, very delicious though.
No.
But I think 3D printing most things, that'll be a thing, and that'll be something you can pirate.
Sure.
What else?
What's going to be on TV?
Well, not this. I don't think.
What do you mean us?
I think that,
Us talking about the future.
Yeah.
I think this is the perfect thing to show in 2031.
No, it's the perfect thing to show. But I sort of think that maybe the way that we are recording it now on your camera, and then we're going to save it and upload it to your YouTube or something like that. By 2031, the computers or whatever isn't going to be able to read this format. I think we'll be obsolete. I think we're going to have to convert all of our videos into hologram, ultra high density
How
visual.
many pixels? How many pixels? How many pixels will it be?
Okay, well, as of now, you can get 6K TVs,
The
right?
new Macs are 5K. aren't they?
5K, right? Yeah. So that's like million by a million. I don't know.
5K
Is
well, it's 5,000.
4K is 4 times HD, right?
Sure,
Which is
it's-
1920 by 1080.
Yeah, but it's
times-
4K because it's 4,000 pixels wide.
Sure.
So normal HD is 2K or thereabouts.
Yeah. Okay.
So 4K is double the width.
Okay. So is it just going to get bigger and bigger?
No, it's going to start getting smaller again. We're going to be back down to VGA before the end of the century.
So like when phones went ultra small, do you remember when mobile phones were like did that thing of getting really tiny
Sure.
and then they started getting really massive again?
Sure.
Maybe TVs will do the same.
Yeah, and then the batteries lasted for ages, and
Yeah.
now they don't last till lunchtime.
No. So videos like this are going to be quite hard to watch. A bit like
A pneumatic
like
tape.
if you went around to someone's house and you said, "Hey, I've got this old VHS film that I've been meaning to watch. Let's watch it." Do you think that they would have the video or the technology to just go, "Oh yeah, sure, let's go and watch that now"?
I guess
Maybe
it depends whose house.
Quite
No,
a lot of
but
people
no.
might have a video player in the attic
in the
or
garage,
something.
sure.
But it wouldn't just be set up ready to go, right?
No, I don't think so.
So, in 2031, I think it's going to be all about holograms and 3D and interactive.
But I think it'll still be the internet. And this
Yeah,
video
yeah,
will
yeah.
already be in the internet. So I think this will
Oh.
still work. I think YouTube will set up an algorithm to automatically convert all its files.
Do you think? Okay.
Yeah.
So this video, us will just be converted into holograms. I'm saying hologram or some sort of interactive visual medium is going to be a big thing.
Sure.
Okay, so maybe we are going to be about in 2031.
I think we will.
Cool. It's good to know.
Fusion power.
Yes, please.
Will it be ready?
No.
Oh.
But we won't be far away.
Oh, okay.
I think another form of sort of power will come and go in between now and then.
Like mini
So-
discs.
Yeah. Maybe some sort of hybrid water-based thing.
Sure, well,
but
like
it- but-
splitting the water.
Maybe, I don't know. That's like a thing, but I think it will come just as fusion happens. So it'll be a bit like HD
HD
DVDs.
DVDs.
Yeah, they came around just as Blu-ray came around,
Sure.
and then now they don't exist.
Yeah, like Blu-rays barely exist.
Yeah, because everyone just watches stuff online
Yeah.
and pirates it
Just
online.
steal it off the internet, right?
You can steal this
Sure.
online
Yeah. Well,
And
you
then
can't.
get
You
it
literally
downloaded
can't steal
online.
this. You can't
Online.
steal this.
via the internet.
I don't think you can steal this
Why not?
because it's free.
Oh, so if it's free, it can't be stolen.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, what's free? What about if you went to the supermarket and you got all of the newspapers that are advertising cars? If you took every single one, took 400 of them,
Yeah.
is that stealing?
Well, if they're free, is the paper for free?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you could have as many as you want. It's just common decency that stops you doing it.
Yeah.
So you don't have any decency, so you could probably go and do it.
Yep. And I will.
Okay.
What were we talking about? Power.
Oh, power? Yeah. Fusion.
I say good solar panels.
Good. So yeah, that'll be a thing. You mean more efficient?
Sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of these electric cars are going to have solar panel roofs and things like that.
What, not to power it though? Surely that good? That's
No,
pretty good.
not to power it outright, but to keep it topped up.
Yeah, trickle charge.
Trickle charge. Yeah, sure. Enough power to plug your non-phone into.
Your what?
Your non-phone. People aren't going to have phones in 2031.
Why not?
Because they're all going to be like tiny chips inside of your head, or an earplug or something, and it does the job for you. Or
Can
you
I
just
take it off, or does it stay in there?
No, I think it probably just stays in there.
Oh.
And things like eyeglass and all that things, whatever they call it.
Eyeglass, like a monocle.
Sure. But it's going to be a digital monocle.
A digital monocle.
Yeah. I think those are going to be built into contact lenses.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's a
I'd
thing.
prefer to not wear contact lenses. Do I have to wear contact lenses as well as my spectacles? They're part of my shtick, you know.
Yeah, I think they'll build just them into your glasses too.
Okay, I guess that already exists.
Yeah, I guess so. So Google Glass monocles, that's a thing of the future.
Sure.
I'm gonna have some more drink, and then we're gonna have some more of this other drink.
Brain control prosthetics. So you've got your arm chopped off, and maybe
I could have 2 arms?
Sure. It would be like a robot arm,
Whoa.
and we would put an electrode
That could
into
be
your
great.
brain.
Yeah. Who would control it, me or Corbett? Could Corbett have his own arm?
I guess so. What would it do?
I don't know. There you go, buddy. You can
Sure,
have,
it'd be
you can have your
terribly
own
dirty.
arm. Yeah, I think that's almost like a thing already, right? Or already now, right?
Right?
Right. Yeah, so like robotic limbs controlled. Hit me up, man. Just gonna get some more drink. Delicious. Which one's this? Should I help you?
Luxus.
What does it say?
Your hand's over the label.
Oh. There you go.
This is Aladdin's Luxus. This is a pretty amazing one. These are all from the brewery, Saku. But, they don't say Saku on them, so maybe it's like a subsidiary or something.
Okay. I'm just going to have some
Okay.
more dead air. Oh, this one's delicious. It's a bit lighter. It's quite honey-esque. This is good. I like.
Brain control prosthetics, that's what we're up to.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think an electrode in your mind.
Yep.
And, that can remotely operate a thing.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that we're missing at the moment. Like, you can make a great robot arm, right?
Yep.
That can, like, build a car, or, like, do a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Pick up an egg, or do like a delicate operation. But how do you control it? Like, if you've got to control this robot arm with, like, a joypad, then you already need an arm to control the arm.
Yeah, sure.
But if you could just plug it into your brains...
well, then I can have 2 arms.
You could have another arm.
Happy
You
days.
could have, like, a dozen arms.
I could have legs.
You could have arms and legs. You could have arms 4 legs. You could...
Oh, that'd be pretty
We'll
great.
just surround you in, like, a halo of arms. Like Vishnu or something.
Well, that sounds pretty great.
Yeah.
I
You
agree.
could walk around by doing, like, crazy cartwheels. Or scrabble along the floor like a spider.
Like a spider. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
But facing the ground.
I'd have to go around like this all the time?
Sure.
No, that's not so good.
It'd be really useful when, like, someone loses a contact lens, though. I've lost my Google contact lens.
Google lens.
Who can help?
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think, brain-controlled limbs is definitely going to be a thing. probably within this decade.
And if you can do that,
Sure.
what year is it now?
2015.
Oh, so we're halfway through.
Yeah.
If you can control it with your brain, then that's just sending like a Wi-Fi signal or whatever, right?
So you could, I can see where you're going to go with this.
Go on then, do it.
You could send one to another part of the house.
Sure, you're thinking too small.
No, I know. You're thinking of space or the moon.
No,
or
you're thinking
Mars.
too big.
Okay,
The shop.
the shop
Yeah,
or America.
sure. I didn't think beyond the Earth.
Yeah, well, to the moon or to
Well,
the ISS.
If you were doing it to the moon, how long would it take for you to move your fingers? Like a minute?
Well, it would take. What's the delay? Is it like 3 minutes to the moon?
No, it can't be.
Is it not?
The
that?
moon's not 3 light minutes away. Is it?
No. I'm not talking about light minutes. I'm
But
talking
radio
about.
goes as fast as light, right?
No, that's not right.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Is that right?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay. Well, there's a delay anyway, isn't it?
Sure.
But I don't know. Maybe in the future, they can speed up light and
Sure.
and information and how it travels.
I don't think they can.
No, I think you're probably
I
right.
think that's fundamentally something that you can't do.
Hey, talking of the moon or space,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
it's just getting a bit darker.
Do you think there will be a space lift or the
Ooh.
space elevator? By
No.
do you think that's never going to happen?
No,
Is it just
I don't
an
think
idea?
it will ever happen.
Do you not think a carbon filament, like rope, will become a thing,
Yes.
but not to the moon?
No.
Okay.
I think once we've got like lots of power, there'll be no point. I think it's like fundamentally possible.
Would you be because of the fusion?
Sure,
will
yeah.
come before the lift, so
Sure.
we'll just be able to get to space for pence.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Like it'll be like just using an electric scooter. You just plug your
And just
plug
drive
the
drive
shuttle
vertically.
in overnight and drive it up into the sky. How far is it? Like 20 miles or something?
62 to the
62?
edge of space.
Huh.
Yeah.
How well? Like it's like
Could you go 60 miles on one charge?
An hour. It's like an hour's drive.
Yeah. But can you go that far on one charge?
Sure you can,
Okay.
but you can't get back.
Do you think the charge is different, or it sucks it dry quicker in the cold?
What?
So you know,
slower.
so you know when you go to a cold place, your battery in your already crap phone goes down really fast.
I thought it worked better in the cold. Is that not right?
No, batteries work worse in the cold.
And the hot as well.
Yeah.
There's like a very narrow margin from like 22 degrees to 27 degrees where they function.
Yeah. So on the edges of space at minus like 55 or whatever it is,
Sure.
it's not going to last very long. And then once you're into space at minus 183, or
But what do
whatever
I
it
need
is,
my phone for?
in case you need to call your mom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm here, just arrived, just to let you know that I got here safe. And I'll speak to you later. There you go. That's how
Yeah,
it
that's
goes.
an example of a conversation you might have with your mom.
When you go to space
In space.
on your electric scooter. Okay, more drink.
Alien?
The film remake.
I think by 2031 we will have strong evidence / proof of non-intelligent extraterrestrial remains.
Oh, okay. I like the way you phrased that.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
good, isn't it?
You put a lot of thought into
Uh-huh.
it. Okay, so remains.
Yep.
So fossils
Could be fossils.
on
Could be a
fa-
sneakers. Could be a
Found where?
mini disc.
On the Mars or on a comet?
No, I'm gonna say like Europa.
Okay,
I'm gonna say Europa. Yeah.
okay. Because Europa is like the next big thing that we're aiming for, is it?
It's certainly a contender.
Europa. Titan? No, Europa.
Titan is the big one, hence
sure.
the name, I suppose.
Yeah. So that Europa is the icy one, right? That's got a lot of lines all over it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whose moon is it?
Whose moon?
Whose moon?
Jupiter's moon.
Jupiter's moon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think that sounds good.
So how small are we talking, do you think?
Oh, the size of an earthworm.
Oh, that's pretty big.
Oh, massive.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think maybe we'll find bacteria and things like that on comets before we do the moon.
Are we talking about dead bacteria or living bacteria?
No, deady ones.
Yeah.
I think comets will come first, perhaps, because now that they've landed on one. You okay?
I'm just having a stretch.
Oh, okay. Because now that they've landed on one, I think they'll probably land on another one.
Sure.
Because the technology, they know it works.
Barely.
Even though it bounced but they sent that thing off like 9 years ago. So they're working with 9-year-old.
Are there any more like in the pipes?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, they're not going to tell us about everything, are they, man?
I don't know. Why not?
Well, why would they?
Who are they?
The wizards, the NASA wizards.
That dude in the sexist shirt.
Sexy shirt?
Yeah, did you not see him?
Which one? Are you talking about the Mars guy, the one who looks like a 50s slick hair?
Sure, he was
biker
like
dude.
Yeah, it was like a greasy biker buffin.
Yeah,
Like
it was his slick hair. That's what I like.
In like a sexy manga shirt.
Oh, I don't remember the shirt. I just remember his great slick hair.
Maybe we're talking about two different people.
Maybe so.
He did have slick hair though. Yeah,
you're not talking about the old man professor from the Beagle things, are you?
No, he's dead. The dead one.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Really?
Because they found Beagle too. You know this, right?
Yeah, I know. What? Yeah. And that killed him?
Yeah, he was on it. No,
did he die?
He died
really?
like 2 or 3 years ago, man.
No way.
That's
pretty sad.
Well,
before they found out that they found the Beagle. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I know.
That's sad. So, move on.
Maglev trains.
Mag-left trains.
Maglev trains.
Okay, magnetic levitation trains. What do you mean, like the Chinese one, the bullet train from 1988 that already
Japanese
does? That's what I said. Okay, so what, like the new high-speed rail, cross-rail thing? You mean everything's going to be floating on magnets?
Sure, yeah. Do you think?
Well, yeah, because it happens now.
But more of it.
Yeah. Is it more efficient and faster?
It has to be.
Okay, so if it's more efficient and faster, yeah, because that's the future.
I don't think it will be. I think we'll literally be using the same trains that we're using now. When was the last time you got on a train?
Maybe.
And it was a new train?
Yeah, we're only talking about 16 years from now, aren't we?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe.
I think we'll have trains that are older than the ones that we're using now.
What? The maths doesn't work on that, man.
No, I think we're gonna buy up 80 subway trains from New York. We'll be using those.
Are they going to repaint it or keep all the 80s?
I just knocked the mic over.
I saw that. It's because this beer is 9%.
It's gone off. The mic's gone off.
Oh no. Do we know when it went off? Just when you knocked it over?
I'm pretty sure it went off when I knocked it over.
Okay, so as long as it only went off when you knocked it over, and it hadn't been turned off all this time, then that's okay. Okay, we're back on.
Marker! Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, so maglev trains, probably no. I think we'll either have...
No, I think you're right. I think they will, but they'll be also maybe integrated into road cars as well. Maybe we'll find more...
Maglev roads.
Maybe we'll find more about roads, yeah. And bikes, and boots, hover boots, and beds. I don't know, maybe everything will just hover on magnets.
Sleeping hovering, that's pretty amazing. Be like being picked up with your shirt.
Okay.
The last thing I've got on my list is Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah. Wi-Fi will still be around, but I think Wi-Fi will be the equivalent of infrared is today,
Oh,
or
okay.
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth, it sort of still exists.
Yeah.
You can get like a
No, you can get loads of
joypad
Bluetooth.
that's a Bluetooth. or a
Bluetooth
little
stuff
keyboard.
is massive, but infrared not so much.
The TV remote, it's infrared.
Yeah, but I mean like infrared on your mobile phone.
Oh no, the
Like
remote for the hi-fi.
That
That's
was
infrared.
a thing. That was a thing for ages.
The
So-
button for the car.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
infrared.
Okay,
Wiimote.
yeah.
Uh,
What if it isn't Wi-Fi? What is it? What is it going to be instead? Hey man,
lasers.
that was pretty close.
Lasers.
Lasers.
Lasers only work in a maybe lasers that don't only work in a straight line.
What? You mean the future? The lasers of the future are going to go around corners?
Sure.
How?
Refraction.
Reflection?
Refrunction?
Refraction.
Reflection.
Reflection.
Refrog.
A frog. It's just going to bounce a laser off a frog.
Yeah, no, it's it moves like a frog. It hops around.
Okay, so if it isn't going to be Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
what do you mean lasers? How are lasers going to be faster?
No, well, you
than
send
Wi-Fi?
data with lasers now. They've been sending data to the moon, right? With lasers.
Yeah. They sent what, like the Bible or an encyclopedia or something?
Encarta.
Encarta.
Encarta 95.
Oh, that mustn't have taken that long if it was Encarta 95.
Well, it's one CD. It's like 700 meg.
Yeah, sure. They sent it via laser to stuff and things, didn't they? Yeah, to the moon.
Moon.
Okay. So, what is a laser going to be faster than Wi-Fi?
I guess not. Sounds like it would be, doesn't it? Pew! Laser! Go! Pew!
Yeah.
Pew! But if a radio frequency goes the same speed as light, then I guess it's the
Does
same.
it?
Pretty sure it does.
Does it though?
Pretty sure it does.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
But I thought light was the fastest thing ever.
Yeah, well, there's nothing faster than light. There's a bunch of things that are as fast as light.
Like?
Neutrinos.
Okay.
Electricity.
Is electricity
your
as
mum.
fast as light?
Yes!
Because it's light.
What?
Because it's bright like light.
Sure.
Okay.
Like the gremlin in Gremlins 2.
Oh yeah, he's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wi-Fi. Yeah. Okay. It'll still be around. It's only 16 years away. That's like.
I was thinking like Wi-Fi everywhere.
Okay. So Virgin are going to be doing like a global Wi-Fi thing. I believe they're going to send up satellites, which will create some sort of Wi-Fi net around the entire planet.
Yeah.
And so it means you can go on Facebook even when you're in the middle of the
Himalayas.
desert or I don't know, some jungle somewhere, and you can take pictures or selfies with a tribe.
Sure.
Hey man, tribes. What about long lost tribes? Do you think they'll all be found by 2031?
Well, this segues nicely into my next thing.
Good.
Segways. Everyone will have a Segway. No.
No. Everyone will have the Sinclair.
Have you seen those unicycles? It's a unicycle, but it's self-balancing, a bit like a Segway, with one wheel.
Whoa.
The next version's going to have no wheels.
No, it's going to be a maglev.
Live.
Maglev.
Live Google Earth.
Louvre.
Google Earth live.
So you can go into Google Earth and just watch things live. Well, they sort of already have that almost, don't they?
Sort of. You are the cast. Earthcast. You are the cast.
Yeah. Yeah, which is what we talked about on one of the shows.
On one of the shows, yeah.
Yeah. Our shows. Is that still going to be a thing by 2031?
I can't think why it wouldn't be.
Yeah, a podcast. Do you think it's still going to be called a podcast?
Or
do you think the trendy new hipsters will have renamed and rebranded?
I think it'll be Terribly Square. And an hour!
Hey, that's pretty good going.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll
Okay.
still be doing something though.
Something. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. We're brighter. You can see us now. Hello. Okay.
Sure.
What else?
I think that's it.
Digital cameras.
I don't think. Again, I think only nerds will have digital cameras.
So
everyone will just use their phone for everything.
Okay. Yeah. So the phone will just do any job that you need it to. Yeah.
You can
Because
even
I was thinking
Google
maybe
into your phone.
I was thinking maybe digital cameras will keep on getting bigger and bigger resolution, and then it will crash and then go smaller and smaller and smaller.
Sure. I think that's true, but only if you're like a nerd or a photographer. I think a normal person will just use their phone for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So maybe the phone. Do you think it will still be called a phone, or do you think it will become like the media device that lives in your pocket?
Yeah, well, it's now, isn't it? Everyone just calls it a tablet or a laptop. Or
yeah, but people still call a phone, even though the phone is actually their camera and their MP3 player.
Sure.
And
I think it'll just be device very soon.
But do you think it'll still be a device, still a thing? Or do you think the phone part will break off and become like an ear implant or something, and then like the camera will be on your eye, your eye, and the microphone will be in your throat.
Sure.
And your what else, man?
Dr. Google
will just be plugged in. They'll just be plugged into your butt.
On nanobots in your veins. That's where Dr. Google will be.
Nanobots, yeah.
Nanobots. No nanobutts.
Oh, nanobots.
Yeah, because that's where they insert them.
So, like a USB, but up the butt.
Sure.
Okay.
USB. The B stands for butt. And I think
ultra small butt. There you go. Yeah.
I think we should wind it up there. I don't think it's going to get any better than that.
Okay. Let's do it.
My name's been Edgar.
Yeah, my name's been Bryce.
The year is 2031.
Yes, it is.
And these are our
predictions.
We've been
Salle Pierre
Lamy.
And we're still here.
No edits. No edits. Ah!